Fine. So in the yesterday's session, like the system got rebooted automatically, so that is the reason. So unexpectedly, the session was ended. So that was the issue. I think just we're done up to here in the last session. We'll just continue from physical year calendar definition. We'll go. I think just this task also we completed. Physical year also we defined. So we have to continue from asset calendar. So before we go and create the asset calendar, we have to verify how the period naming convention we have in our accounting calendar, right? The depreciation calendar period name should be same as accounting calendar, otherwise we cannot interface the depreciation all the data from FA to GL. So if these period names are not matching, we can say the FA implementation is failed. So quickly we'll go and verify what is the period naming convention we have for our accounting calendar periods. That is created by system. Anyway, we'll go and cross check. So search for accounting calendar. So just click on manage accounting calendars. So name is Google. Just click on edit.
Hello, Lakshman.
Yeah.
Just one quick update. Actually, 23rd video is missing. I sent couple of mails also. Just this is for your information. Whenever you're free, please upload.
We uploaded all the videos. We'll see in the end of the session. Okay.
No, yeah, 23rd video, 23rd May.
We'll see in the end of the session. We'll discuss on that. If any issues, we uploaded everything. If anything is missing, we'll see. Okay, fine. So this is a period naming convention we have. Okay. So the period name that the first letter is uppercase, and this is how we have a period format. The same format we have to use in our depreciation calendar also. Right. We'll go and do that. So here just with any one of the tasks you can go and verify. You can see all the tasks in the sequence. I'll just search with the accounting calendar, asset calendar. So task is manage asset calendars. Just click on create. Fine. Let's say create. So we can give the name as Google depreciation calendar. Okay, it's taking only limited characters. So depreciation calendar. Select physical year name, whatever we created. So Google fiscal. So periods per year. So 12 periods. And up to this information we have to save to define the periods, or just we can proceed, no issues. We'll create one period and we'll save, then automatically system will create, just we have to give the naming. So period name, So we'll create the periods from 2017 onwards. So this is how we should have a naming format for period, say 17. And this period start date and end date, month, date and year. Month, date and year. So John 1st 17, it ends with John 31st 17. This is a this period date range. Save up to this. Now click on add. So just you have to give the name, say Feb, and click on add. Automatically system will add suffix since your period suffix is selected as fiscal. March. For 1 year we have to provide the period name. From the next year onwards, automatically whenever you click on add, it will be adding the period name also. Okay, the same logic works in EBS also, but that is a form where just we use the down arrow, automatically system will create the periods. For first year we have to provide the name, right? So just have to click on add. So May, say June. July. August. September. So we have to just make sure that the same period format we are following same as accounting calendar. So October. Say November. December. Just save up to December. Just you have to give the names up to December, then save it. Save these records. From now, if you click on add row, it will just keep adding, including the period name. John 18, it will create, then Feb 18. Just create up to December 18. You may create for future years also. Just create it. Okay, fine. Up to December 18, we periods are enough to test any scenario. So done. Say save and close. Okay, now the next task is prorate convention. We'll just go and create the prorate convention. So just click on done. So task is manage prorate conventions. Just click on go to task icon. So create. So you can give the name as Google full month. So we want to just define the prorate convention, which will calculate the depreciation for entire month. That could be beginning of the asset or end of retirement of asset. When you place asset in the service or when you retire the asset from service, so the rule which you want to keep as full month. Use a reference data set. You can go with a common set. And select physical year name, Google physical year. Now just click on add. So if you place asset in the service in between Jan 1st 16 to Jan 31st 16, between these dates which are belongs to a specific month, system has to calculate the depreciation from when. It has to start from 1st Jan 1st 16. That means it has to calculate for full month. So just give that prorate date from which date onwards system has to calculate depreciation. Then just keep hitting on this add, automatically system will add the periods for the periods and the date ranges including the prorate convention for all the periods. So make sure that you are creating these up to 2018. Just keep hitting on this add icon. Okay, fine enough up to December 2018. Say save and close. Fine, just we're done with that. The prorate calendar, since we are using the full month prorate convention, we can use the depreciation calendar itself as a prorate calendar. Now we'll go and create the asset book, or say corporate book. So here is a task called as manage asset books. Click on go to task icon and just say create. Just click on create. So name is Google corporate book. The same you can copy and paste. Here we have to provide the name in the uppercase. I'll give the name as corp. Say corporate. Okay. So book class is yes corporate book and associate ledger with this corporate book to record the transactions and finally to send the data to specific ledger. So Google USA primary ledger. Select our depreciation calendar. So Google depreciation calendar. You can use the same for prorate calendar also. Prorate convention purpose. You can use prorate calendar. Let's say current period. So June 18. Set this default account. Select company. Department. So not sure some default account is there or not. Just I'll pick this account. Okay. So here we'll just use some default account. I guess like in this value set we don't have some default one to use here. So I picked one random account. So here also you can provide the relevant account. We have to pick the specific net book value, retained gain account, loss account, proceeds of sale, gain, loss, and clearing, removal, gain, loss. So we have to use the select the respective account, but for now for testing you can use any one of the random account. That won't create any issues, and we are not going to analyze the balances with the respective accounts also. It's all about just testing the Say buildings and improvements. Select project account value. So instance is a little bit slow today. Fine, just take this code combination, just say okay, and what we can do is the same code combination you can copy and paste for other mandatory code combinations, and we'll change the account. So here we should select asset clearing account, which system will use it for verification purpose when you do the mass additions, right? So select account called as asset clearing account. Just say okay. And say copy and paste the same code combination. So here we require billing depreciation expense account. So select it. Search for depreciation account. It's not responding. Say contains. Search for depreciation account. So we need account for billing, depreciation, billing and improvements. Just say okay. And say okay. Okay, so we can select the depreciation reserve account. So no issues, I'm copying the same. So other accounts are optional when we test this CIP asset creation capitalization. At the time we'll provide these accounts. Now these are not mandatory. Now go to default rules. Okay, go to default rules where we can set asset depreciation method and all. Okay, just go to default rules, click on add. So when you compare with EBS, setups remain same, but there we do everything in the category creation across the tabs. Here the user interface is slightly they're given different. So select depreciation method. So I will go with the straight line depreciation. It's very slow today. See, we'll go with say is not blank. When you select is not blank, it will display all. This also say is not blank. The name and description is not blank means it will display all the depreciation methods. This is applicable for any search. So you can select any one of the method, no issues. And select lifetime. Select prorate convention and retirement convention. Same prorate convention you can use for retirement convention also. So done. Now say save and close. So we created asset category that we associated with our corporate book. Done. Now we have to assign the roles to user related to fixed assets. Go to security console. asset accountant. Save sign. So that. Now we have to assign the corporate book to this role. Go to data access for users task. Okay, seems to only like that fixed assets domain is bit slow. Okay, in Fusion what they did is for each and every application they are maintaining the separate domain in the sense of your server. Application wise they are managing the servers in cloud environment. Fine. Now you can directly go to search and the task name is data access for users. The rest of everything is working. So normal, right? Click on add. So username is Google. The role which we assign to our user is asset accountant. And security contest is asset book. Asset book. The name is Google Corporate. So we are assigning the corporate book to our user specific role called asset accountant. So save and close. Now we have to submit the LDAP job. Just click on done. So go to ESS job page by using the task called as schedule processes. Click on schedule new process. Job name is LDAP. Select. So okay. And say submit. Fine. So it may take some time to complete that synchronization process. Done. Done. So there we know like there is no concept of opening and closing the periods as a separate task. It's all about running the depreciation and calculating the depreciation and closing the current period and opening the next period. The same logic is remain how we use in EBS. We'll go and just give it a try, like if it is going to work, okay, or else we'll wait for some time and we'll proceed. Just go to Navigator. Yeah. So fixed assets, under that you can see these two tasks. One is assets, other one is asset inquiry. Just click on assets task. It got synchronized, but still anything is pending. Anyway, it won't allow us to create the assets. The synchronization is pending. So yes, it is allowing, and we are able to access our corporate book. Fine. So now the first activities, we'll see how to create the manual additions. So when you talk about manual additions in EBS, we have a quick additions and a detail additions, right? Quick and detail. If you go to asset workbench form, there you can find two tabs. One is additions, the other one is quick addition. Additions means detail additions, quick additions means same quick addition. But here you don't have a naming convention as a quick and detail. It's all about the information which you provide. If you provide the basic information, that is a quick addition. If you are going to provide detailed information, that is detail addition. That's how we have to define based on the record which you create. Okay, go to task list, say add asset. So system is defaulting our corporate book and asset type is capitalized. Select category. So major categories, Google Buildings, and minor category values, office buildings, right? So with this combination already we created a category. Now system will accept this combination. Say OK. Now provide the description for this as a definition. Say building 1. So cost for this building. So say 10 lakhs. The number of units, one or you may change. You can update it and provide expense account. So this account is defaulting from category. Rest of segment values we have to provide. Company. Department. Okay, project value if it is applicable, otherwise you may keep some dummy value that you may choose it. Just say OK and provide location for this asset. Select country. Select any values just to fill this location. That will work. Select any values, no issues. Because we didn't create, we can go with any value. So building is not applicable since we are defining building. This may not be within the building. Just you may fill some value, or else you can define value as a none that you can select whenever the asset location is not belongs to a specific building location. Say okay. So now with this information, if you say submit, system will create asset which is equal to quick addition in case of EBS. But if you want to go with the detail edition process, what you have to do is you have to click on next. If you click on submit, based on this basic information, system will create the asset. And if you want to add some other details also, you have to click on next. Just click on next, you can see that process. So system will allow us to add additional information. Okay, you may just enter some manufacturer number or a model number or some other details if it is applicable depending on which asset you are creating. Okay, so all these are additional descriptive details you can enter as a part of detail edition process. You may just tag this asset with any one of the asset key. Anyway, that is optional. You may select specific asset key. If it is applicable, but here it's not required, just selecting the value. Done. You may provide the employee assignments. Okay, done. Now you can say submit. Now system will create the asset. So this is all about manual asset creation. Okay, by following the quick or detail. Quick means in the first pop-up itself, what are the details you provide. Based on that, if you submit, that falls under quick edition. And if you click on next, it will allow us to add some descriptive information that is nothing but detail editions. So we submit it and we'll go and find the asset. Go to asset inquiry. Select task called as asset inquiry. And here our corporate book is defaulting. Click on search to find out the assets in this corporate book. So one asset, this is asset number. The asset belongs to Google corporate book, and the book related details, the asset related details in the specific book, the financial information and depreciation information. We didn't calculate any depreciation for this asset, right? So depreciation information, all you could see. But just we created asset. After running the depreciation, we'll go through these details. Okay, done. Just we created asset by using the manual additions. Now we'll see how to do the asset creation by using the spreadsheet ADFDA. We have seen in the payables and receivables applications. The payables we created asset from spreadsheet. In receivables we created receipts from the spreadsheet. The same way in fixed assets we can create assets by using the spreadsheet. So this functionality anyway it's available from the EBS. In EBS also we can create assets by using the WebADA. So the same WebADA function they given as ADFDA functionality. Now we'll see how to create the asset by using ADFDA as a spreadsheet. So go to task list. Say add asset in spreadsheet. Yes, we want to create asset within this corporate book and capitalized asset we want to create. Say okay. Say open. Say connect. And provide login credentials. Just click on skip. Fine. So just provide any one of the line number for interface process purpose. So this is our corporate book. Asset type is capitalized. Q status is new. And description, say building 2. Select categories. The category values for major and minor. So major category values Google buildings, and minor category values office buildings. Fine. Say OK. Just click on OK. So date placed in service. Date placed in service. You can go with the today's date. 18. Cost of asset, say $2 lakhs. Number of units 1, and you can specify the location for asset. Just double click. Just click on search and select the values for country, city. Country. Select any value. Say OK. Fine. So asset assignment we did. So other details here we have to provide depreciation expense account. Double click. So you just double click in the company field or any segment related field. Only setup part, it's a bit slow. That means FSM. Select depreciation expense account. So depreciation, building and improvements. Select and say OK, and select project. Say OK. Clearing account, you can ignore it, it's not mandatory here, as you may provide it. So account is asset clearing. Fine. So other details, it depreciates, say yes. Anyway, that information system can fetch from category, right? So completely optional information. Then that's all. So now what we can do is go to create asset additions and say submit. Okay, if you submit, this will be submitted to FA master interface. So here we given all the details. If you set the queue status to post, directly you can say post, so that this directly system will create as asset. So let it be as new. So we'll go and perform the post mass addition from the application. You can say submit. This data will be submitted to mass addition interface tables. Say okay. Say okay. Done. So status is row inserted successfully. That means row is inserted into interface table. Now we'll go to the interface tables. Okay, from there we'll perform the post mass additions. So in case of EBS, what we do, we go to prepare mass additions. If we take the prepare mass additions navigation, from that window we can see all the lines which are available in the interface. So here, those lines which are available in the interface, those you can see in this section. Additions as incomplete. Otherwise, here you have a task called as prepare source lines. This is equal to prepare mass additions. The mass additions based on some source lines information only we prepare. The line information, the lines will come from specific source. So that's how we'll do the prepare mass addition. Equal to prepare mass additions. Here we have prepare source lines, and before that the line information will come here as incomplete information. You just refresh, you should get into that section. Then take the navigation. Say assets. So you could see this incomplete. There is one incomplete line information in the interface level. Okay. So now we have to just post it. If you want to post it, what you have to do, you have to change the queue status from new to post, and all the required details already be given in the spreadsheet itself, right? So now what we can do is just you can click on this, I mean the incomplete status. So only one line is incomplete. Then select that record, select that asset line, then go to actions and say edit. Change the queue status from new to post. So already required information we given, right? Category we given, description, cost, everything we given through spreadsheet. If you want to associate with the employee, you can add here. Even through spreadsheet also you can do it. If you want to specify the asset key for this asset, you may provide any one of the asset key if it is applicable, otherwise ignore it. Then say OK. Then say save and close. So we updated required information. Primarily we changed the queue status from new to post. Now you could see the status of line is ready to post. When system shows ready to post, if you notice here, see, so system is showing ready to post, and here the same line you could see here the tabs. See, tabs are prepare all, merge, add to asset, split. You don't see some tab which is related to posting. So when you see any line status as ready to post, you have to